Is it the Klingon sign?
Something like that. It was.
You spread those fingers apart, you cram the baseball in there. The whole idea is that you deaden the ball with your grip, and you throw your arm speed the same speed as you do your fastball.
3-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncer down the third base line. That'll be a foul ball. That was Star Wars, right? Or is that Star Trek?
I think it was Star Trek.
Yeah. Okay.
Although I think John Sadak would be the resident expert in either of those.
I'm guessing I'm asking the wrong guy.
It's a good guess.
Hauser's had a lot more success this year pitching out of the bullpen than he has as a starter. Of course, most of his outings have been as a starter. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Tyler Stevenson here. Well, the Reds are unable to cash in on Ellie's leadoff double. He's stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the first. Reds nothing. Giants coming up on the Reds Radio Network.
Got a growing athlete? They need care that grows with them. At Cincinnati Children's, our pediatric sports medicine experts focus on young athletes. We've got same-day and next-day appointments at 8 locations across greater Cincinnati, including Eastgate and Crestview Hills. From little leagues to elite-level teams, we keep your athletes strong, healthy, and in the game. Cincinnati Children's. Care that grows with your athlete. Learn more at cincinnatichildrens.org/sportsmedicine.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
Save big on everything for your landscaping project when you shop at Menards. Make it easy for you to enhance your outdoor living space with the largest in-stock selection of concrete landscape block. Ready to take home today. Create a fire pit or retaining wall with our tumbled Belgian wall blocks. On sale now. Save big on your landscape project at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
With 60 nonstop destinations, CVG will get you from the dugout to your destination in no time. Make CVG your MVP for travel convenience. Visit CVGAirport.com for more information. CVG Airport, connecting you to home runs.
Chase Burns last night. Brady Singer fires the first pitch, and I think that went behind Gilbert. Ball one. Of course, if you look at the computer, it would say that it went through Gilbert.
Might be a star on that, but on a scouting report, he can't hit the one low and behind him.
Here's the 1-0, and he hit him. And here comes the home plate umpire. Out tossing Brady Singer a fresh baseball, and Gilbert angrily discards all of his equipment. Well, that's rather interesting. First one went behind him. Then he comes in and hits him on his shin guard. Interesting way to start this ball game. So Gilbert's down to first. He did have a couple of hits in the ball game last night. Both of them were doubles. Now the first pitch to Rafael Devers is off the inside corner for ball one.
Well, the one thing we do know about Brady Singer is that he pitches to that first base side of home plate a lot. And he's got a ton of left-handers in this lineup tonight.
12th batter that he's hit this year. The pitch is off the outside corner. It is a 2-ball, no strike count on Rafael Devers. Runner on at first with nobody out. Here comes, and the pitch spins low and inside. It's a 3-ball, no strike count on Devers. Singer hadn't thrown a strike yet. Right-hander comes set. Here he is, the pitch. There's a strike. Devers had the big 3-run home run last night. That was kind of the separator. Devers been swinging the bat well for San Francisco. 243, 27 home runs, 73 driven in on the year for Devers. 3-1 pitch, and Devers takes outside ball 4. So the first two are aboard against Singer here in the first inning. by pitch, now the walk. And the batter is Jung-Hoo Lee. Tell you what, I started to say this a moment ago, the way that Brendan Miller popped out from behind home plate after Singer hit Drew Gilbert, I thought he was about to issue a warning. And the way he came out from behind home plate, he kind of looked like he had maybe designs of throwing Singer out of the game.
I'm not sure if it would be that drastic.
This was called a strike. Batter's challenge.
Okay. Early challenge.
But I do think that he went out there just to make sure that Gilbert didn't make any move towards the mound.
San Francisco has one challenge remaining.
All right, San Francisco's already lost a challenge. Yeah, I think that was the main thing. Yeah. But, boy, he popped out of there in a hurry and kind of was marching out toward the mound like he had a message to deliver. 0-1 on the outside corner. Strike two.
I would say that Brendan Miller, the umpire, had the size advantage. He looked like the principal. And Drew Gilbert, who's somewhat on the smaller side, looks like he was the middle schooler.
Yeah. 0-2 on Jung-Hoo Lee. Here's Singer. Hit him.
Oh, my goodness.
Got him right on the elbow. So Lee shakes that out. And boy, Brady Singer not too happy about the way things are going right now. 3 straight have reached for the Giants here in the first inning. Hit by pitch, walk, hit by pitch. Similar but different to last night. First 4 reached. They all had hits last night. Turner Hill now. And he takes up and away for ball 1. 1-0 on Turner Hill.
I would imagine after hitting 2 of the first 3 batters coming in on the lefties like that, Singer might be a little tentative about coming back in there again.
Backdoor fastball strike. Sinker over the outside corner, the left-handed hitter Turner Hill. 1-1 now on Hill. Bases loaded, nobody out. No score. Giants threatening early. Singer's pitch. And he does hit the inside corner this time with a fastball for a called strike. 1-2.
You know, he's got nice comeback action on that front door fastball. That's the one that starts inside off the plate to a lefty and then comes back and catches the corner.
He sets, throws, the 1-2, popped into the air. Shallow left field. There's J.J. Bleday setting up, catch made. Gilbert bluffs to the plate. Strong throw from Bleday on one hop, chest high to Stevenson. It was a good idea by Gilbert to stay put at third base, and the bases remain loaded now with 1 out.
Yeah, unless you think about the angle of the runner and the angle of the throw coming from the left fielder. I mean, that runner can run inside the third baseline right towards the catcher, and a lot of times you'll see him get hit by the ball coming in from the left fielder. I'm a little surprised they didn't test him on that.
Drew Kavanaugh hits now. Bases loaded with 1 out. Singer hoping for a double play ball. The pitch, ground ball, back up the middle, but through. It's in the center field. 1 run will score Gilbert. Here comes Devers right behind him. He'll score. Around to third base goes Lee. It's a 2-run single for Drew Kavanaugh. And just like last night, the Giants have a 2-0 lead in the first.
Seeking the first pitch right there. The ball is up around the letters, but he still got a ground ball out of it. Unfortunately, hit right back through the box where nobody was playing.
Nate Furman hits now with men at the corner. Still a double play ball away from getting out of this. And a swing and a miss. Strike 1 on a slider. The good news is it looks like Singer has a little better feel for his pitches now than he did to the first couple of batters.
This is the 6th lefty in a row that is run up there by the Giants.
Swing and a miss, and a slider down, to the count is 0-2. And we know how much Singer has struggled with the left-handers historically. Tony Vitello able to load up his lineup, though, with left-handed hitters, especially at the top. You won't see a right-hander until Shea Whitcomb next, and then back to another lefty in the 8-hole. Only 2 right-handed batters in the lineup today for the Giants, hitting 7th and 9th. 0-2 on Furman. Here comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Got him with a breaking ball down and in. So Singer gets a strikeout when he needed it. And now 2 men are out. And now he just needs to get an out. Doesn't care how he gets it at this point. Shea Whitcomb is up. Right-handed batter, hitting just 115, 3 for 26. The pitch, ground ball rolled softly to Key Brian Hayes at third. He'll go the short way to Matt McClain at second base, forcing out Whitcomb, ending the Giants first. But they get two again in the first inning tonight, just as they did last night. Giants 2, Reds nothing at the end of 1 on the Reds Radio Network.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, farm, or commercial property, call Craig A. Stanfield Real Estate and Auction Services in Tollsboro. Craig and his team are available to provide you with the service you deserve. Check out their listings at stanfieldproperty.com or call 606-301-3350. That's 606-301-3350. Craig A. Stanfield Real Estate and Auction Services in Tollsboro. Craig A. Stanfield, auctioneer and broker. Equal housing opportunity.
The Kentucky Gateway Museum Center on Sutton Street in downtown Maysville has 4 historic collections in one dynamic place. Home to the KSB Miniatures Collection, an old Pogue experience. Before tomorrow becomes yesterday, we invite you to get the whole story at the Kentucky Gateway Museum Center. Come explore with us. The Kentucky Gateway Museum Center is open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4. Don't forget to like the Kentucky Gateway Museum on Facebook or visit kygmc.org. Call 564-5865.
It's game day, Reds fans, and it's always a winning play at Quality Carpet and Upholstery in Maysville. With over 300 rolls of carpet and 175 rolls of vinyl in stock, you don't wait, you walk out a winner. Carpet starting at just $5.99 per yard. Waterproof laminate from only 75 cents a square foot. Click together, glue down, you name it, we've got it. Visit us at 1516 Forest Avenue or call 564-7956 for a free estimate. Check out our website and Facebook page. Quality Carpet and Upholstery since 1993, where your floor means more.
This is Chris Neal, Community Liaison with the Maysville Police Department. I'd like to encourage you today to download your free Maysville PD app that can be accessed through your Google Play or your Apple Store and help fight crime in our community. Thank you.
Reds come to bat here in the second, trailing 2-0. Eugenio Suarez at the plate against the right-hander Adrian Hauser, and he brings it home. Hauser's first pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1 on Eugenio Suarez. Suarez hitting .207, 18 home runs. He's driven in 53. Hauser, the short step back, throws. A 1 pitch is a little bit low, I guess. Called a ball, and the count is even now. 1 ball, 1 strike on Eugenio Suarez. The 1-1. Suarez hits it on the ground to third, fielded by Whitcomb. He'll make the play in time to first. Suarez is out. There's 1 gone. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network.
Sports 1240 WFTM Maysville, your home for Cincinnati Reds baseball and the best in local, state, and national sports coverage.
Another chilly night here along the bay. Tempstar game time temperature, cool. The pitch. Strike over the outside corner. It is 0-1 on Matt McClain. Very similar to what we had last night here. San Francisco. Chilly temperatures and very, very breezy. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and McClain a wave and a miss at a high fastball, and he's down to the count, 0 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty with 1 man out. Now the 0-2. McClain tried to check. He went. Couldn't hold up on that fastball that was elevated. So McClain strikes out.
You know, really, if nothing else, Matt McClain should practice all winter long off of a pitching machine that throws high pitches right across the top of the zone, because if he could just learn how to lay off that pitch, that automatically would make him a much better hitter.
Here's Hector Rodriguez. First pitch to Rodriguez is in for strike. And it's 0-1.
What I mean is, you set the pitching machine up so that it throws the ball at the top end of the zone, but you don't swing. You just stay in there and you eyeball it, and maybe you have somebody there with you saying, okay, is that a ball or a strike?
Drew Cavanaugh is out of the mound now to talk with Hauser.
Maybe he can figure out his own little ABS system.
There you go, yeah. Well, I mean, You're just talking about tracking pitches, so makes it easier to identify in a game situation. Tonight's Tempstar game time temperature is, in fact, 66 degrees. Get complete home comfort with the Tempstar heating and cooling system. Find your local Tempstar dealer at Tempstar.com. And now the trainer's going to come out again. This time Anthony Reyes heads out to the mound, and Adrian Hauser shaking his arm out and not looking real happy out on the mound at the moment. So Reyes is out, talking with Hauser, the trainer, plus the pitching coach, Tony Vitello, out there as well. And they lost their starter last night due to an injury. It was deemed an elbow issue. And I don't know that Hauser's going to stay in this game either. Nope, he's not. He's going to walk off. So Hauser is headed off the mound, back to the Giants dugout on the third base side with his glove to his face. You could tell he is very frustrated. And for the second consecutive night, a team that is already very, very thin on pitching. They have so many guys on their injured list right now that, in fact, they have 19 players between their injured list and their bereavement list. And so now Tony Vitello going out to the home plate umpire, Brennan Miller, to talk this over and explain what the situation is and figure out who he's going to bring in.
You know, I'm really wondering, Tommy, if maybe they had an idea that Hauser might be nursing some kind of a little injury in his arm, because it didn't look like everybody was all that surprised.
No.
You know, he immediately handed the ball off to the catcher once everybody got out there, explained to the trainer what was going on, and walked off the mound.
So now the Giants have to bring in a new pitcher, and Vitello's discussing something right now with Brennan Miller. And I don't know what this discussion is about, unless Vitello's a little upset about the way everything played out in the bottom half of the inning with the hit by pitches. But it would seemingly be an odd time to discuss that right now.
He ought to realize he wouldn't have gotten any runs if they hadn't been for hit by pitches.
Yeah, right. I mean, clearly that it becomes pretty obvious after a while that was not deliberate, even though the first one maybe didn't exactly pass the smell test when the first pitch is behind the guy and the next drills him in the ankle. But it was very evident very quickly that Brady Singer took a little bit to dial in the strike zone. So I can't imagine that that's what that conversation was about. But Vitello is going to have to get a new pitcher into this ball game, and whoever it is has as much time as needed to get ready. We haven't seen anybody yet emerge from the San Francisco bullpen. We've seen some guys out there doing a little exercise, warming up, but that's just light jogging. That has nothing to do with anybody throwing out there, the San Francisco pen. So should be seeing somebody enter this game at some point soon, but we haven't seen anybody emerge from the bullpen yet. Western and Southern Financial Group helps families build a stronger future. That's why they welcome Till Financial into their family of companies, helping parents raise smarter spenders and savers with financial tools.
One thing, the umpires are not happy right now. I mean, they are the ones that are charged with keeping the game going. And they're kind of converging out there at second base. Last night's home plate umpire and the crew chief, Chris Conroy, is beginning to walk out there to the center field gate to help him open up that bullpen door. And here finally comes the pitcher out.
Visit tillfinancial.com to learn more. And there is a new pitcher now jogging in from the Giant bullpen. It does kind of make you wonder what took so long to get him into the game. Now it's pitcher coming into the game making his Giants debut. Anthony Molina has been summoned from the bullpen. So Molina finally emerges. He's making his way to the mound, and as we mentioned, he will have as much time as he needs to get ready. While he does that, let's take a break. It is the Giants 2, Reds nothing. Bases are empty with one man out. Batter at the plate is Hector Rodriguez, and he's got a 0-1 count on him. We'll tell you all about the new pitcher when we come back on the Reds Radio Network.
Baseball is better with a group. Reds fans, you can save big when you bring your group of 15 or more to a game. Grab your friends and family and check a Reds game off your summer bucket list. Looking to entertain your clients or employees? Treat them to a major league experience at the ballpark. Part of a nonprofit? Fundraise for your cause with group ticket sales. For more information on how to bring your group to a Reds game, visit reds.com/groups.
At Cincinnati Children's, we're more than a hospital. We're your hometown health system with a global impact. Every day, we care for every child who walks through our doors because every child deserves the care we give. But we can't do it alone. Donor support is critical, especially now. Join us in making a difference for kids here at home and around the world. Visit CincinnatiChildren's.org/give today.
Visit the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum presented by Dinsmore Monday through Thursday and receive a free Big Red Machine Grade 8 statue with every full price paid admission. Collect all 8 legendary Reds while supplies last. Home to the largest team Hall of Fame in baseball, the interactive museum features 157 years of professional baseball history under one roof and is not just a must-see, it's a must-do. Visit redsmuseum.org today.
Molina is the right-handed pitcher that has been summoned out of the Giants bullpen. He's 24 years old. He's a rookie. 6'1", 170-pounder. He's only been in, 3 ball games so far this year. He's recalled only on August the 24th. But, the word on Molina is that he was used as a starter down in AAA. They could give him, he could give the ball club a little bit of length, and that's exactly what they'll be looking for here. He was acquired, by the way, from the Atlanta Braves in exchange for former Red Tyler Mahle. Mahle, by the way, boy, he's tearing it up for the Braves right now. I think he's pitched in 4 ball games, and he has pitched to an earned run average of about 1.5. So Mahle is doing pretty well, and they're hoping that Anthony Molina, the righty in the ball game right now, pitches just as well here in San Francisco.
Well, before the game today, they put another guy on the injured list. They put Carson Wisenhunt with a left elbow sprain on the injured list. Spencer Bivens was recalled from AAA Sacramento. And the injuries just keep piling up for the Giants. And they just put Adrian Hauser back into rotation tonight. 10 of his last 11 games had been out of the bullpen. They put him back in the rotation because they are so desperate for starting pitching right now, and then he comes out, gets hurt, facing his 7th batter of the game. So the injury bug just continues to bite this Giants team. But the right-hander Molina ready to go, and he will deal with Hector Rodriguez. 0-1 the count on Rodriguez. Here it comes. And Rodriguez swings, lines it right back at the pitcher. He knocks it down and throws to first after recovering it. Get Rodriguez, the inning is over. To the bottom of the second, it is 2-0 San Francisco on the Reds Radio Network.
Hot dogs! Get your bar-ass hot dogs here! Fresh off the grill, mustard, ketchup, relish. Don't let your day go dogless.
Nothing goes with baseball like a hot dog. And nothing goes on your bun like Bar S. America's #1 selling hot dog. And the official 3-2-1 hot dog of the Cincinnati Reds.
For help with your life insurance, retirement, and investment needs, Western & Southern is somewhere you want to be. With one of the strongest life insurance groups in the world, you can feel confident about protecting your loved ones with whole, term, and universal life insurance solutions. Western & Southern is also here to help plan your future retirement with investing strategies that may help grow your wealth too. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started.
Never smiling, never gentle on my mind.
Reds fans, the MLB season's in full swing, and FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. FanDuel, an official partner of the Cincinnati Reds. 21 plus and present in Ohio. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Grader's handcrafted French pot ice cream. Rich, creamy, and dense. Made the hard way, 2.5 gallons at a time. No shortcuts. Ship nationwide at Graders.com. Graders, taste the greatest.
Grant McCray is off the Giants' second inning. Brady Singer to the plate. The pitch, McCray swings and fouls it off at home plate. Strike one. 0-1 on McCray. Clouds overhead tonight. We'll see the fog probably roll in a little bit. Another breezy evening over along the bay. The 0-1 up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike on Grant McCray. McCray just 4 for 40 big league level this year. That said, he was 1 for 3 with a triple last night. The 1-1 down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike on Grant McCray. You might remember Grant McCray's dad. If you have ever watched a baseball blooper reel, you've seen his dad. Swing and a miss. Now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Grant McCray. His dad spent some time in the big leagues, Rodney McCray, but what he is most famous for is running through the wall in the minor leagues. The 2-2 swung on and hit down the left field line toward the tarp. Long run for J.J. Bleday, but he won't get there. Might remember it at Old Civic Stadium in Portland, Oregon, trying to make the running catch. And he didn't actually make the catch. He didn't make the play, and he ends up running straight through the wall, and then the wall spins back. McCray eventually emerged, but the batter was Chip Hale. He actually got a triple on that, but it was one of the most famous clips from minor league baseball ever. Pitch is off the inside corner, and it's a full count, 3-2.
You know, I've always thought that he made the play and caught the ball.
I did too. And then I was reading about it. It actually ended up being a triple for Chip Hale, who also played the big leagues. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's strike 3 called. Grant McCray is down on strikes. There's 1 gone here in the second inning. And no, you actually, when you go back and watch the clip, you actually see the ball when you start looking for it. But like you, I always thought he caught it. He didn't, and it's a 3-bagger. First pitch to Christian Koss is down and away for ball 1. 1-0, the count on Koss. Koss was 2 for 3 last night, scored a run. He's hitting .214 on the year, and the pitch is off the inside corner. 2 balls and no strikes on Koss. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Here comes the 2-0. Down and away, and it's a 3-ball, no-strike count on Koss. Singer had a little trouble there in the first inning. Hit a batter, walked a batter, then hit another. Base hit by Drew Cavanaugh drove home both Giants runs. The 3-0 pitch is on the inside corner for a called strike. It is 3-1. After he hit Jung-Hoo Lee, seemingly had a little more success finding the strike zone after that. In fact, he got the ground ball with 1 out from Cavanaugh. Problem was there was just nobody playing up the middle where Cavanaugh hit that ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here comes. And it's off the inside corner. Christian Koss, the 9-hole hitter, is aboard with a 1-out walk. Boy, Singer's really fighting it here early tonight. You hope that he can find it quickly. Drew Gilbert, a wave and a miss. Breaking ball down and in, and Gilbert's behind the count, 0-1. Kos has the lead over at first base. Couple of steals, 2 attempts, so he's perfect. Swinging a little flare, short left center. Here comes Bleday to make the running catch. And Kos will quickly have to scramble back to first base. Two away, here's Rafael Devers. One on, 2 outs. Singer turns and fires to first, checking on Kos, but he's back safely. Devers, I mentioned, had the big home run last night. Swinging it well for the Giants, and he takes a look at a strike here. 0-1 on Devers. 21 homers in his last 80 games, Devers does. Swinging a foul back into the top of the net.
But Devers is one of the few players on this roster that are left over from opening day. I mean, they have turned this ball club over more, I think, than any other baseball club in a long time.
The 0-2. Devers checks his swing. They ask at third base, no swing. But when you go back and you take a look at how this team looked in April when the Reds played them, not many familiar names. 1-2. Devers takes up and in. Jung-Hoo Lee and Rafael Devers are the only 2 still in the lineup from that series back in Cincinnati in April. 2-2. Tried the outside corner but missed away. Now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Devers.
Well, they've got 8 hitters on the injured list. Then you start talking about all the players that they traded away at the deadline.
Runner goes and a swing and a miss. Singer got him. Down on strikes, Devers. Giants are finished off. It's a scoreless second for Brady Singer. We head to the third, on to Chris. 2-0 San Francisco on the Reds Radio Network.
I'm Victor McKay, Director of the Buffalo Trace District Health Department. At the Buffalo Trace District Health Department, we're committed to improving the health and well-being of our community. Whether you're looking for family health support, health education, immunizations, harm reduction, environmental services, or resources to lead to a healthier life, we're here for you. Visit us online at buffalotracehealth.com or give us a call at 606-564-9447. Together, we can build a healthier community for everyone.
Did you know that anyone can make a referral to Hospice of Hope? It's true. You don't have to wait for a physician to bring up the conversation. If you or someone you know is struggling with a life-limiting condition, we can have one of our specialized nurses make visits to your home to determine if you would benefit from our services. We often hear from our families. We wish we had called you sooner. Call Hospice of Hope, serving counties in Kentucky and Ohio at 1-800-928-4848.
This is David Irie, president of the David Irie Foundation. I suffered a spinal cord injury playing baseball my senior year of high school. Since then, we created the David Irie Foundation, which raises money for spinal cord injury research and also high school scholarships based on awareness and preventing spinal cord injuries. If you would like to check us out or donate, look us up at DIF35.org or check us out on Facebook at Team Irie. That's Team IERY.
Microclinic is a free, fun, and team-based program, and yes, I said team, so be sure to bring friends and family to get the tools to live a healthier lifestyle. For more information, please call 606-564-9447.
It is a 2-0 ball game led by the Giants here at Oracle Park on a beautiful night for baseball, and we're down the bottom of the lineup, number 8, 9, and 1 for the Reds here in the top of the third. Key Brian Hayes takes the first pitch strike from Anthony Molina. Molina fires again. That one's in the dirt. Even count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Molina was a young man not drafted, but signed as an international free agent out of Venezuela by the Tampa Bay Rays. Fastball misses outside. Ended up being picked up in the Rule 5 draft by the Colorado Rockies, and they had to keep him on the big league roster even though he had never been in the big leagues. The 2-1 is swung on, fouled off right side. Hayes just a little tardy on the heater. So he was put on the waiver wire. That's when the Atlanta Braves picked him up, and he eventually made his way to the big leagues with the Braves. I mentioned that he has been in 4 big league games, all of those earlier this season with the Braves. And a swing and a foul straight back. He went right after Hayes with the heater. Molina, the right-hander, pitching from the extreme third base side of the pitching rubber out the stretch. And a breaking ball misses down and away. It's a full count now to keep Brian Hayes. Reds trying to get a little something going. Down early on that 2 spot the Giants put on the board. A couple of hit batters and a walk improved in that. And we've got a walk right here as Keith Brian Hayes sees that pitch go down in the dirt. And the Reds have a runner to lead it off in the third. So now T.J. Friedel. Friedel's playing time has really been cut. Getting a chance to play here tonight against a right-handed starter. And he shortens up the bunt, pulls the back, and it's a ball. I imagine if Friedel does decide to bunt, he's going to pull that ball with him down the first baseline. Devers never moved, even though Friedel turned to bunt. He's holding the runner on. And the 1-0 is outside. It's 2-0. Reds are trying to even the series up at 1 apiece. Maybe play the rubber game and get a win out of here on the way to Chicago after the day game tomorrow. Here is the 2-0 to Friedel, and that's way upstairs and out of the zone. And now Anthony Molina is having a hard time finding the strike zone. Molina taking a look over there at Hayes, and Hayes shortening up that lead, and that's ball. Oh, that's a strike. Looks like an old-fashioned 3-0 Leo right there.
Don't see those as much nowadays, do you?
You don't see them. No, I don't get to use that much anymore. Might have to retire that tired phrase. Here's the 3-1 swung on. That's a one-hopper. It's going to be stabbed by the second baseman. And it was not a one-hopper. It was a line drive that he picked up right off the dirt. Did Nate Furman, the second baseman, on a diving stab. And he jumps up when he throws to first base and gets Keith Brian Hayes in a double play.
Well, that went from looking like it would be a hit to a one-hopper to caught and a double play. Boy, tough break there for the Reds.
And really, you're not really sure what to do if you're Keith Brian Hayes, because it probably looked like a base hit off the bat. So Ellie takes the first pitch that he sees down and away, and it's ball 1.
I'm sure off the bat, Keith Bryan's thinking get first to third.
Pitch is off the plate, and it's 2-0 now to Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie led this ball game off with an opposite field double. Got a 1-2 fastball away and took it right down the left field line. The 2-0 is a little bit low. And Molina really having a hard time getting his feel of the strike zone here. You know, he ought to look at it as an opportunity to pick up a win, because it would be up to the discretion of the official scorer tonight as to who would get the win. You have to be a little bit effective to do that. The 3-0, he pours right in there. That's a strike. But for the second night in a row, the Giants starter has left the game with an injury. That is never good. Swung on by Elliott. That goes to left field, and it's a long way into the gap, and it's going to be picked off on the run by Turner Hill. who in hot pursuit of that ball went all the way to the warning track, reached up entirely fully extended, and was able to get that ball in the edge of his glove. Nice play by the left fielder. Reds threatened. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the third. Giants up 2-0 on the Reds Radio Network.
Legendary doesn't happen by chance. It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Keep the good times rolling all through baseball season with the exclusive retail sports book of the Cincinnati Reds. BetMGM has a state-of-the-art app with tons of betting options and promotions, and it's the best place for all your baseball bets. Sign up today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM Northfield Park. 21 and over and present in Ohio. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
Reds fans, what if you didn't have to choose between the celebration and the memory? With even non-alcoholic cocktails, you get both. Bold taste, zero alcohol, so you can stay sharp, social, and in the moment. Whether you're catching the game or closing out the night, Even keeps the good times going. Proudly distributed by Topics, your hometown partner delivering today's top brands across the Cincinnati tri-state area. Big enough to deliver, local enough to care. Find Even at drinkeven.co or your favorite retailer.
John Crook here. And baseball stats can tell you a lot. When your car breaks, you want a company that has all the right stats on your team. CarShield's been in business for over 20 years. That's staying power. They're America's most trusted auto protection. That's reputation. They've sold over 3 million contracts. That's a whole lot of happy drivers. Let CarShield help with costly repairs when an unexpected breakdown happens.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Champion Windows and the Cincinnati Reds are teaming up to give you a home run deal. Right now, we're offering buy 2 windows, get 2 free. And for a limited time, Reds fans can get an additional $1,000 off a sunroom using promo code GOREDS. Call or schedule your free estimate online at championsavenow.com.
Brady Singer, the Reds' 30-year-old right-hander, back on the mound. He pours a strike right in there to the leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee, and Lee hits this one very softly right down the first base line. It's picked up by Stewart. He jogs over to the bag and touches that for the first out of the inning. So an easy 1 up, 1 down right there on the ground ball. For Brady Singer, this is start number 26 on the year. Overall, the record 5 wins against 11 losses. And he fires it in there, and Turner Hill squares the bunt, bunts it foul. Singer's done a good job this year getting ahead of hitters. Where he's had a problem is putting them away. Batting average against with 2 strikes on Singer, one of the highest in baseball. There's a fastball right in on the inside corner, strike. And that's really where Singer likes to place that heater and slider for that matter, right on the inside, underneath the hands of the lefty hitters. The Giants have plenty of them tonight, way up and out. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Turner Hill. Turner Hill is a product of Marietta College, right down on the Ohio River. Swing and a miss. Got him chasing one right there. Got away from Tyler Stevenson, who have to throw it down to Stewart to get the out. So mark it down. Strikeout. And 2-3 on the put out. Like you go look at some of the alumni that baseball players that came out of Marietta College. Very impressive. Former San Francisco Giant Terry Mulholland. Spent 20 years in the big leagues. And now it is Drew Cavanaugh, another lefty. He steps in and checks swing, and he did not go, so it's ball 1. Kent Colby also went to Marietta College, as did our good friend Jim Tracy. Pitches up and away, and it's 2-0 now to Cavanaugh. 2 out in the inning. The Giants have a 2-run lead. Here we are in the bottom of the 3rd. And swung on as a line drive in the left field. And Cavanaugh with a really good 2-0 pitch, and he takes it the other way for a base hit.
Well, the Giants only have 2 hits tonight. Cavanaugh's got both of them.
And now Nate Furman. Furman, 25-year-old left-handed hitter, and he takes it a little bit upstairs and out of the zone, ball one. He is still looking for his first major league hit, is Furman. He is 0 for 9 right now. And swung on, there he got it. Little ground ball that'll squirt right by the second baseman, Matt McClain, into right field. And welcome to the big leagues at the big league hit, Nate Furman.
First career major league hit.
Well, he got a sinking fastball, looked like down and away. It was a good pitcher's pitch from Brady Singer, but he was able to get it into the outfield for a knock.
All smiles at first base for Nate Furman.
So now runners at first and second on what looked like was going to be an easy 1-2-3 inning for Singer. And a first pitch strike to Shea Whitcomb.
Kind of nice when you can look back on it and say, yeah, my first big league hit was actually a pretty good pitcher's pitch. Had to go down and get it.
Up and away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike now to the right-handed hitting Whitcomb. Deep in the box, Whitcomb swings and fouls it off. It'll be picked up by the third base coach, Gary Pettis. He is the third base coach that the Giants have had this year. They've had third base coach has started the season. He was cut loose. They had an interim third base coach, and now they've got the veteran Gary Pettis. Here's the 1-2 by Singer. Swing and a miss, and he's got a strikeout. Good slider right there. It's another strikeout for Singer. The Giants threaten. They put a couple of runners on base. They do not score. It's 2-0 Giants over the Reds. Back to Tommy with the play-by-play on the Reds Radio Network right after this.
Our great-grandfather opened the first Hinton Mill store in 1918 to serve area farmers. We later opened our first feed mill, not only to serve our friends and neighbors, but also to more conveniently feed our own cattle. For 4 generations, our business has continued to grow and evolve to meet the needs of hardworking farm families. Though times have changed, our commitment to providing you with the highest quality products and knowledgeable customer service is as strong as ever. We invite you to see for yourself. Hinton Mills, serving farmers since 1918.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The Maysville-Mason County Recycling Center is a drive-through facility, self-sorted for number 1 and number 2 plastics, paper, cardboard, aluminum cans, and metal cans. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 3:30 and Saturday from 7:30 to 11:30. All containers must be marked for self-sorting, and staff is available for assistance. The Maysville-Mason County Recycling Center is permitted to accept recyclables from all Buffalo Trace counties, as well as 7 counties in Ohio, including Brown and Adams counties. The Maysville-Mason County Recycling Center, 7055 Clarkson-Sherman Road.
Have you experienced domestic or sexual violence in your lifetime? You're not alone. This violence is something that affects people of all ages, backgrounds, and races. Call the Women's Crisis Center at 564-6708 to register for our Survivors of Trauma support group.
Sal Stewart leads off the Reds' 4th inning. 2-0 Giants have the lead. Right-hander back on for San Francisco is Anthony Molina, and he gets a swing and a miss on a first-pitch fastball to Sal. 0-1. Stewart grounded out to the shortstop on a soft roller his first time up. Here's the 0-1. Stewart swings, skies one high in the air, down the right field line, but that'll twist into the seats and out of play. Molina, long look in. Now he's got the sign he wants, and here he comes with the 0-2. And again, Sal spoils it down the right field line. That one way foul, but very deep up on that brick wall. If you're familiar with Oracle Park, you know that there is a beautiful, it's just a stunning brick wall that Runs all the way from the corner of the right field seats out past right center field. Pitch, and now Sal drives it high in the air, deep left center field. It's a long run for the center fielder, reaching up, and somehow Gilbert makes the catch. What a play. Gilbert full speed, running that one down in deep left center field, and then he went crashing into the padded wall, and now he is slow to get up, and they are calling out the trainer. Boy, Gilbert with an all-out effort. Didn't have a chance to slow down after he made the catch before he went crashing into the wall. And that's a long ways from home plate out there. All the way out in left center field. It's 399 feet from home plate. Now he's up. But Gilbert still a little slow, a little shaken up. Walking very gingerly as he talks things over with the trainer. That was some kind of play out there by Gilbert, and then face planted into the wall and somehow held on to the ball all through it all. But he's going to stay in. He'll make his way back over to center field, and Sal is the first out.
You know, Tommy, I still say, we've seen so many collisions at the wall. Dane Meyer seems to do it every other week. If Major League Baseball would somehow make walls that gave a little bit, you'd see more outfielders making tremendous catches and not endangering their career by running into a little 3-inch piece of padding that had cement behind it.
Yeah, you would think that they'd figure out a way at this point to maybe make the padding better or have the walls give a little bit. Concrete walls don't give much.
No, I think that they should do a little bit of both.
Yeah. J.J. Bleday showed a bunt on the first pitch, pulled the bat back, takes ball one. Now Molina's 1-0 pitch, and Bleday watches a strike. 1-1 on J.J. Bleday. I'm sure the Giants are happy that Gilbert stayed in the game. They've had enough guys go on the injured list. The 1-1. And Bleday rips a line drive caught by Furman. The second baseman leaping straight up into the air on a missile off the bat of Bleday, but Furman makes the catch. 2 men are out. Another nice play by a Giant defender here in this fourth inning. Fourth inning, by the way, is brought to you by Four Roses Bourbon. Four Roses, the mellow balanced Kentucky classic. It's crafted for those home run moments. Proud sponsor of the BCL Press Club, presented by Four Roses Bourbon.
Molina's got him popping up.
Here's Tyler Stevenson. Strike call on the outside corner. 0-1. 0-1 on Stevenson. Molina brings it home, and Stevenson slices one down the right field line, foul in the seats. The sun makes for a pretty spectacular backdrop here. There's about 8 windows that you can see across the bay that are just glistening in the orange sun. What's left of the sun's glow now as it sets behind the stadium. The pitch cut on and missed, and down on strikes Tyler Stevenson. So the Reds go in order here in the fourth. It is still 2-0 Giants as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Here at Oracle Park in San Francisco on the Reds Radio Network.
At Cincinnati Children's, we're more than a hospital. We're your hometown health system with a global impact. Every day, we care for every child who walks through our doors because every child deserves the care we give. But we can't do it alone. Donor support is critical, especially now. Join us in making a difference for kids here at home and around the world. Visit CincinnatiChildren's.org/give today.
You know, there are a few things in life you can always count on. Sunsets, potholes, trash trucks in your way when you're running late. And of course, AAA's never-ending reliable roadside assistance. Because for over 100 years, we're always close and we never close. From tows, jumps, or just smoothing out those bumps in the road, we provide 24/7 service so you can have 24/7 peace of mind. AAA, proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds. Be better prepared for life's curveballs.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
Hi, this is Chris from Rolling Homes. Built in Cincinnati, built on trust. If you want to skip the hassle of selling your home, we can help. Just a straightforward cash offer and a closing timeline that fits your needs. Call 513-513-CASH. Rolling Homes. Call us today and see how easy selling your home can be.
2-0 in favor of the Giants. They bat in the bottom of the fourth inning. Leading it off is Grant McCray, and he swings the first pitch. It's a soft roller left of the mound, gloved by the third baseman Hayes, and he'll flip it over to first in time to get the out. And there's one down here in the fourth inning. A lot of Dolly Parton being played in between innings here at Oracle Park tonight in memory of the late country music singer that we lost today. Tough news to find that out.
Yeah, it really is. She, I think, 80 years old, Dolly, and oh, what a wonderful life she led. She helped so many people, opened so many doors for people. It was really an amazing life.
Revered by just about everybody. The 0-1 pitch, swinging that's sharply hit right back to Singer, and he knocks it down with his glove. Picks it up, throws to first, gets the out. Christian Koss is retired. 2 down here in the fourth. And now back to the top of the order. Here's Drew Gilbert. Let's look at today's Reds Hall of Fame and Museum trivia question of the game. Reds Giants trivia this series. 2 players who won Gold Glove awards while playing for the Reds also played for the Giants during their careers. Of course, Reds Hall of Famer Joe Morgan is one of them. Who's the other? Swing the foul off the foot of Gilbert. Strike one. A, Leo Cardenas. B, Eric Davis. Or C, Pokey Reese. He had to win a Gold Glove, right?
Oh, yeah.
0-1 pitch to Gilbert. Ground ball, right side, fielded by the second baseman. McLean flips it to Sal in time to get the out. That is a very efficient 1-2-3 fourth for Brady Singer. His first 1-2-3 inning of the night. And we go to the fifth. 2-0 Giants on the Reds Radio Network.
People's Bank of Kentucky supports the businesses that are the backbone of every community we serve. Whether you're just starting out or looking to expand, we offer a range of options to help manage your finances, from checking and savings accounts to loans and lines of credit. Plus, with our online banking platform, access your accounts and manage transactions from anywhere, anytime. At People's Bank of Kentucky, our experienced team of bankers are committed to helping your business succeed. Visit one of our convenient locations today to learn more about our business banking services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Did you know radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States and the number 1 cause among non-smokers? Radon is a colorless, odorless gas that can seep into any home, old or new. Test your home. Test kits are simple, affordable, and available at hardware stores or at lung.org/radon. If your home has high levels, a certified professional can install a mitigation system to make it safe. Protect your family. Test for radon today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dan Thompson.
I'm Dr. Jessica Bryant.
This is Dr. B. Is dental anxiety holding you back? River Valley Dental in Maysville offers a different approach.
We understand that visiting the dentist can be stressful. That's why we've created a relaxing environment where you can feel at ease. Our gentle and experienced team will guide you through every step, ensuring your comfort is our top priority.
Come reclaim your smile. Call 606-564-4371 to schedule your appointment today. River Valley Dental, modern dentistry, personalized care.
Are you ready to be a quitter? Freedom from Smoking is a free program that helps you develop a plan of action that leads to your quit day. You'll also get the support you need to remain smoke-free. For more information, call the Buffalo Trace District Health Department today.
Leads things off for the Reds. First pitch, swinging strike to Suarez. The count is 0-1. It is still Molina, the Giants. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball, and he had Suarez out in front. 0-2 the count. Molina ready at the belt. Here he comes. 0-2 pitch. Down and away. And it's ball and 2 strikes. Molina came on in the second inning with 2 outs. Was just recalled from AAA yesterday. Now it's Sky, the 1-2, lifted high into the right field sky. Grant McCray makes the catch, and that's the first out of the 5th inning. Matt McClain comes to the plate now.
You know, this game is eerily similar to last night's ball game, where the Giants scored early, and then the Reds, thinking that they're going to get back into it. It took 6 relievers to shut the Reds down last night. They never did even climb back into any rally mode.
Swing and a miss. The good news is tonight they didn't allow a 3 spot in the second. So it's still a 2-0 game as opposed to it being 5-0. But they got to get the bats going at some point. 14 times they've been shut out. That is tied for the major league lead. Fouled back. 0-2 on McClain. Of course, the Giants have been shut out a lot too. This is a Giants team that has struggled tremendously to score runs, but they've been getting it done against the Reds. 0-2 on McClain. 0-2 pitch. McClain takes up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you're listening tonight on your car or truck radio, please remember to buckle your safety belt. This message brought to you by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. If you're not buckled up, what's holding you back? Molina from the belt to the plate. 1-2. And McClain skies it to center field. Gilbert moving over toward right. He'll make the catch. 2 men around the 5th.
Well, the average major league team scores a little bit over 4 runs a game. But the Reds this year have scored 3 runs or fewer in half of their games, which is one reason why they are 14-52 when they score 3 runs or fewer.
Hector Rodriguez pushes a bunt to the third base side. It'll be fielded by the pitcher on his knees. He went sliding over on his knees. Molina picks it up but doesn't have a play. Hector Rodriguez bunts his way on with 2 outs here in the 5th.
But if they're going to give it to you, why not take it? And he had nice form on that. What Hector Rodriguez did is he stayed in the batter's box, laid the bunt down, and then decided to run rather than trying to bunt that ball on the run.
On a bunt, the direction is way more important than that head start you might get out of the box. The pitch is down and away for ball 1 to Key Brian Hayes. Well, you'd love to see Hayes just punch a ground ball through the right side here. He's got a big hole over there. Rodriguez off the bag at first base. Here's the 1-0. And Hayes pops it foul off to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike on Key Brian Hayes.
Boy, that was a good pitch to hit right there. I mean, thigh high, straight down the center of the plate and just a hair late.
1 ball, 1 strike on Hayes. Molina turns it loose. Fouled away again down the right field line.
He just doesn't look like Hayes is on time. You know, he gets his foot down, but the bat lags behind. And it's almost like he's got a 2-piece swing because he's getting pitches that he should be able to hammer pretty well.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And a pick on the runner at first base, but Rodriguez dives back into the bag. The moon glowing out beyond the right field foul pole here. Lights have pretty much taken effect. The clouds, at least the low-hanging clouds, streaking across the sky with a pinkish hue against a light blue backdrop. The pitch is up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kind of a cotton candy colored sky right now. Off on the horizon, the sky is a little deeper blue, lighter blue, closer to overhead. The 2-2. Hit sharply on 1 hop, fielded by the shortstop Toss to a knee. He'll feed the short way to second. Furman's forcing out Rodriguez at the bag, ending the Reds' 5th. A bunt singles, all the Reds have to show for the fifth inning. It's still 2-0 Giants halfway through it at Oracle Park on the Reds Radio Network.
This is the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley, for my good friends at Grippo's. Grippo's has been a hometown favorite since 1919 and is the official chip of the Cincinnati Reds. The third, fourth, and fifth generations of the Grippo's family are committed to making the freshest, highest quality potato chips and snack foods you can eat. Grippo's is the original fun food company because they've been having fun satisfying your craving for snack food for over 107 years. So when somebody tells you to get a grip, you know what they mean. Get Grippo's.
Reds fans, the MLB season's in full swing, and FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. FanDuel, an official partner of the Cincinnati Reds. 21 plus and present in Ohio. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
It's always sunny with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Sun Cruiser's meant for kicking back with friends. Easy drinking, no guilt, just good times. Refreshing, goes down smooth, and at only 100 calories, Sun Cruiser lets you enjoy the ride. Available in single cans and packs. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Sun Cruiser Beverages, Boston, Mass. All nutritional information based on 12 hours serving. Please drink responsibly.
R&L Carriers has immediate career opportunities nationwide for local and over-the-road drivers, freight handlers, mechanics, and much more. Enjoy perks such as company-owned resorts exclusively for employees, full benefits, and top competitive pay. Visit careers.rlc.com or call 866-200-1600 today.
0-1 to count on Devers, with the Giants leading the Reds 2-0 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Singer's 0-1 pitch is down and away. Giants are averaging 4.03 runs a game. This ball's hit high and very deep to right by Devers, and it is gone. Well, he went deep yesterday, and he goes deep again tonight. This time there's nobody on base for him when he goes deep. High above the right field wall. Up there on top of the landing.
He got a fastball up and on the inner part of the plate, and boy, he was right on time. That is the 21st of his home runs that have come on fastballs.
28th home run of the year overall. The pitch is in there for a strike. Boy, he is feasting on fastballs this year, isn't he? Really like nobody else in the game. Swung on foul down the left field line.
You know, you try to get up and in on him and take the power away, but if you miss over the plate, that's where you really get damage. If you miss inside, you hit the batter. And, of course, Singer's already hit 2 tonight, so he might be, staying away from coming in off the plate there.
Lee takes in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3-0 Giants. Here's Singer's 1-2 pitch. And Lee swings. He drives it deep toward right center field. Backing up in a hurry is Rodriguez, but on the track, he'll make the catch as he approaches that little notch out right center where it's 415 feet from home plate. Thank goodness that it is, because that ball had enough to get out of just about every other park in baseball. Just a pop up to right. Is that what you said earlier? It's getting them to pop them up. 1 down. Bounced foul, first base side by Turner Hill, and the count is 0-1 on Hill.
I see that ball go out there into that little notch, that 415 mark, and just die. How many home runs would Barry Bonds have had that he played in Great American?
The 0-1.
That would have been nice to see.
Would have been fun, huh?
Yeah.
How many would he have put in the river? He would have.
Did Junior and Barry Bonds back-to-back?
He might have been fined for polluting the river. For all the home runs.
The pitch was called the ball and the catcher's challenge.
Pitch was called a ball outside. Looks like it's on the corner. Stevenson thought it was. It was.
Cincinnati retains the 2 challenges.
The Reds still have their 2 challenges. Reds in a stretch right now. They've lost 12 of 18. 11 times over that stretch they've scored 3 runs or less. The pitch is down too low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reds got to find some offense somewhere. Soft roller toward the middle. Ellie just to the left of second. Fields and throws in time. Turner Hill's out. 2 away here in the 5th. Now Drew Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh has 2 hits tonight. 2 for 2. Scores around the league are brought to you by Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Let the good times cruise. Ian Happ hit a 3-run home run to get the Cubs on the board. They have a 4-0 lead now on the Diamondbacks, tacking on 1 more in the 6th inning in Arizona. The pitch is low for ball 1 to Drew Cavanaugh. Guardians trail the Angels 5-0. That game's in the top of the 4th inning. White Sox are up. Actually, that game's just gone final. White Sox beat the Rangers 11-7. Pirates and Padres are locked in a good one. 0-0. Paul Skeens has surrendered just 2 hits through the first 5 innings of that game. 1-1 to Cavanaugh. Swinging, that's foul. Third base side. Ball and 2 strikes on Drew Cavanaugh. A's are up 2-0 on the Twins. Bottom of the 6th inning in Oakland. Sacramento, not Oakland. One day I will get used to that. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball is too low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Apparently it hadn't happened the first 3 years they've been there. Is it 3 years now that they've been there? It is, right? Yeah. This is the 3rd, I think.
3?
Yeah, this is the 3rd year that they've been.
Yeah.
The 2-2. Fouled off left side. I do miss looking across the bay and seeing the lights of the Coliseum, knowing that the A's would be playing over there. You could see their park from here. Hard to see when the lights aren't on, but when the lights are on, you can see it. 2-2 pitch to Cavanaugh. In the dirt outside. Now the count is full 3-2. But now the Coliseum is pretty much gone forever dark. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he lines one to right field in a hurry, Rodriguez, but he plays it on bounce. And Cavanaugh is on with a 2-out single. His 3rd hit tonight. He's 3 for 3.
Cavanaugh with that humpback line drive. It landed right in front of Rodriguez, who looked like he got kind of indecisive whether he was going to try to catch out on a fly or back up. And that ball bounced right in front of him and found his glove.
Runner at first with 2 outs. Nate Furman up. Right-hander Singer sets and fires. The pitch to Furman is up and away for ball 1. 1-0 on Furman. Right-hander the runner at first bounces off the bag, getting a huge lead. Singer holding, now throws the 1-0. Ground ball foul, first base side. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network.
Sports 1240 WFTM Maysville, your home for Cincinnati Reds baseball and the best in local, state, and national sports coverage.
With Chris Welsh, I'm Tommy Thaw. Great to be with you here at Oracle Park. 1-1. Furman takes 2 tight. Tanika Burrell, our on-site engineer, and Joe Waddell back in our network headquarters tonight. 2 balls, 1 strike on Furman. Runner at first, 2 outs. Here's the 2-1, and the pitch misses too high. It's 3 balls and a strike now on Furman. Singer's at 81 pitches as he works here in the 5th inning. Ken Cavanaugh dancing off the bag. Here comes Singer's 3-1, and it's fouled back. At Kroger, an annual Boost membership saves you up to $1,100 a year with double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and member-exclusive savings. Sign up today at Kroger.com/boost. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The runner at first will be in motion. Here comes Singer's 3-2 pitch. Swinging, it's hit sharply on 1 hop to the backhand of Sal Stewart. He gloves, takes it himself. 3 unassisted, inning over. But a home run by Rafael Devers. has stretched the Giants' lead. It's now 3-0 as we head to the 6th inning in San Francisco on the Reds Radio Network.
Planning to have an auction? Call Craig A. Stanfield Real Estate and Auction Services in Tollsboro. Craig A. Stanfield is an auctioneer in Kentucky and has over 30 years experience and was the 2003 Kentucky State Champion auctioneer. Stanfield is a member of the Kentucky Auctioneers Association. Craig will advertise your auction online at auctionzip.com. To schedule an auction, call Craig A. Stanfield Real Estate and Auction Services at 606-301-3350. Craig A. Stanfield, auctioneer and broker.
The Kentucky Gateway Museum Center on Sutton Street in downtown Maysville has 4 historic collections in one dynamic place. Home to the KSB Miniatures Collection, an old Pogue experience. Before tomorrow becomes yesterday, we invite you to get the whole story at the Kentucky Gateway Museum Center. Come explore with us. The Kentucky Gateway Museum Center is open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4. Don't forget to like the Kentucky Gateway Museum on Facebook or visit kygmc.org. Call 564-5865.
Quality Carpet has huge selection of carpet and vinyl made in the USA. Quality Carpet also has Somerset Appalachian hardwood made right here in Kentucky. All colors and styles in stock at Quality Carpet are ready for immediate installation. Stop in and take a look at our inventory or call for a free on-site measurement. Quality Carpet at 1516 Forest Avenue across from the Maysville Cemetery. Call 564-7956 and never pay too much for flooring again.
SIDS is not easy to talk about, but Kentucky's SIDS rate is higher than the national average. To reduce the risk of SIDS, follow the ABCs of safe sleep. Place babies alone, on their back, and in a clean, clear crib. Learn more at safesleepkentucky.org.
Reds come to bat trailing the Giants. It is 3-0 now. San Francisco with the lead. TJ Friedl leads it off. 9-1-2. It is still Molina who came on in the 2nd inning. First pitch, Friedl swings and fouls it away. The Reds and Avocados from Peru have teamed up to give you the chance to win a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR or a Reds VIP experience. To enter, you'll need to register at reds.com/AvoReds and follow Avos from Peru on Instagram. Now the 0-1 to Friedl. Drops down a bunt toward third. Into field at the third baseman. Whitcomb's throw is in time to get Friedl on a close play. Now that time Friedl stayed in there. Dropped the bunt down, but bunted a little too firmly.
He did, and it was a nice play by Whitcomb because he's got a gun over there at third base. Got him by a step.
With one out, back to the top of the order, Ellie De La Cruz.
I still do believe if you got Rafael Devers playing first base, he's the guy you want to point your bunt to.
Yeah, no question.
I mean, he is built for comfort, not for speed.
1-0 on Ellie. Here's the 1-0 pitch. De La Cruz takes just off the outside corner. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. We have an answer to our trivia question. Question was, 2 players who won Gold Glove awards while playing for the Reds also played for the Giants during their careers. Reds Hall of Famer Joe Morgan is obviously one. Swing and a miss. Change up, and now it's a 2-ball, 1 strike count on De La Cruz. Who's the other? Leo Cardenas, Eric Davis, or Pokey Reese, ABC? We both said B, Eric Davis. It's got to be ED.
I'm going to stay with ED, yeah.
I think I do. And it was. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here it comes. Ellie takes high, and he's ahead in the count 3-1. Reds Hall of Famer Eric Davis, a Gold Glove winner for the Reds each season from 87 to 89, appeared in 74 games for the Giants in 2001. Little dribbler foul over by the Reds dugout. Now it's full count on De La Cruz. That was his last season of his 17-year Major League career. 3 balls, 2 strikes on De La Cruz. The right-hander delivers. Ellie swings, skies it foul off to the left side, out of play. still full, 3-2. The 7th pitch of this at-bat on the way. Ellie rolls over it right to the second baseman on the ground. It's Furman. He'll flip to first to make the play. 2 down in the 6th. Get that great taste of the ballpark at home with JTM's Philly Kits and Fat Tire, beer, cheese, and pretzels. Find these game day favorites in your grocer's freezer. JTM Food Group. Let's create great dishes together. Just hear those great JTM songs of the past in my head as I read that every time. Here's first pitch to Sal Stewart. Swinging a ground ball to the shortstop, handled by Koss. His throw is in time, and the Reds are out in order in the 6th. To the bottom of the 6th, it's still 3-0. Giants leading the Reds on the Reds Radio Network.
The business world is unforgiving, and new challenges appear every day, like combating fraud or making sure you have the cybersecurity system that can protect your data. That's where Dean Dorton comes in. We're a full-service business advisory firm focused on removing the daily burden of financial and risk management. We emphasize easy to work with, easy to understand, and easy to get a hold of when you need us most. Contact us today at deandorton.com/Reds. That's deandorton.com/Reds.
Keep the good times rolling all through baseball season with BetMGM, an exclusive retail sports book of the Cincinnati Reds. BetMGM has a state-of-the-art app with tons of betting options and promotions. Visit the BetMGM Sportsbook at the banks on game days for the best Reds tailgating. And BetMGM is the best place to make your favorite baseball bets. Sign up today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM Northfield Park, 21 and over and present in Ohio. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
What do parents think of back to school at Staples, where 24-pack Crayola crayons are just 50 cents?
Staples has folders, notebooks, and pens at great prices.
I'm smiling from ear to ear. It's the most wonderful time.
Mom, I missed the bus of the year.
It's a wonderful time at Staples, where school supplies start at just 25 cents. Staples. That was easy. Visit your local Staples today or shop online and in the app. Ends 9/12. Exclusions apply.
Nothing says game day like snacks everyone can enjoy. Grab Little Bites Muffins, the delicious mess-free snack that's easy to pack, easy to share, and just as easy to love. It's no surprise they're the #1 mini muffin brand. Little Bites make snack time an easy win.
Takes down and away for ball 1. I couldn't get that out. I was looking at the board and my eyes aren't real good right now. Here's the 1-0. Whitcomb swings, flies it to right. Backing up is the right fielder, Hector Rodriguez. He'll make the catch. So I looked out there, and to my eyes, it looked like it said Shav Whitcomb. I'm like, what kind of name is that? Can't be his name. So I almost said Shav Whitcomb.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Not quite a full moon. Maybe that would be the explanation.
Sure. Let's go with that. That's the explanation. Couldn't be me. Here's Grant McCray. Nobody on, 1 out. McCray first ball swinging. Hits a little tapper back to the pitcher. Off Singer's glove. And it's just going to roll into no man.
Oh, that is so frustrating for a pitcher. You come off the mound. You got it right there. It's an easy out, and it bounces right over your glove.
They're going to give him an error. Not a ton of errors charged to pitchers on that, but I can see it.
Of course, every call by an official scorer now is temporary.
That's right.
So the committee reviews it, and the agents call. And
now the home plate umpire's out there. And
I think they're giving Singer a little bit of extra time.
Well, they're bringing the trainer out.
Actually, he's kind of limping around a little bit.
Sean McQueenie went into a slide after he made that attempt. So now the trainer, Sean McQueenie, Terry Francona, and acting pitching coach Matt Tracy all on their way to the mound. Checking on Singer just to make sure he's okay. You hope he's going to be all right. I mean, he was on his way to having a really quick inning here. He's going to throw a couple just to make sure he's all right.
Kind of stretching his back out a little bit, like maybe he, went down in a weird position.
Might have wrenched something a little bit. Reds again in their alternate I think they've worn their red alternates just about every day of this road trip, with the white Reds scripted across the front. Meanwhile, the Giants are in their City Connect uniforms, which are black jerseys, and they have a little bit of music flair to them. They're black. The numbers are kind of bubbly script on the back in white. That same almost graffiti-like font. Giants in white across the front with some orange and purple accents throughout the
That would
uniform.
be Grateful Dead.
Well, it is Grateful
Tie-dye.
Dead night. But
And
yeah,
I think the uniform is probably inspired very much by the Grateful Dead, the tie-dye look.
a little bit, yeah.
Surprised you didn't get out there to Haight-Ashbury today.
Huh? What was that? Here's the first pitch off the outside corner.
Have you ever gone up to the Haight-Ashbury neighborhood here in San Francisco?
Where's that? What's there?
Well, it's kind of where all the the countercultural started. The Deadheads. Jimi Hendrix was playing out there back in the day.
Off the outside corner, 2-0 now on Christian Koss.
There'll be a lot of old 60s and 70s stores up there.
Did the Grateful Dead start here? Are they from?
Yes, they
Oh,
did.
they are? Okay.
Jerry Garcia, born right here in San Francisco.
2 balls, no strikes on Christian Koss. The pitch swinging. There's a ground ball, double play ball to McLean. Flips to Ellie. 1 on to first, not in time. McLean had to move to his left, which makes that a little bit more challenging play on that roller off the bat of Koss.
I had a discussion with Ron Washington. He's the infield coach for the Giants. He's been around for, teaching infield over 50 years. And we were talking about the lack of double plays that you see nowadays compared to, a couple of decades ago. And really it's because infielders are playing in completely different positions.
Right. Drew Gilbert's up. He swings, smashes one past Sal Stewart and into right field. Chasing it toward the corner, Rodriguez whirls it back in quickly. And that'll hold the runner Koss to third base, but a single for Gilbert.
So the old saying of, now the infield is in double play depth, what that used to mean is that the second baseman and the shortstop would be one step or so closer to the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be easy for them to get there. If you can get a ground ball, you would get a double play.
Terry Francona is going to go to the mound, and that's going to be it for Brady Singer. So Singer's night is done. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Pitching change made in the 6th. Presented by Wolbers Mustard. Wolbers Mustard, let's put some mustard on it. We'll tell you all about the new hurler jogging in from the Reds bullpen with the Giants leading 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 on and 2 out on the Reds Radio Network.
Some of the most interesting conversations and important questions about the present and future can happen around the dinner table with the ones you love. For answers you can trust, rest assured Western and Southern's family of companies is always here, enabling you to cherish every moment, big and small, so you can live the life you want to live for generations. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started today.
Ever smiling, never gentle on my mind.
Tommy Thrall, voice of the Reds here. I was at the old ball yard the other day and got to thinking that the catcher is a lot like the Rose Home Service Program, always protecting home. The Rose Home Service Program gives you peace of mind and keeps your home pest-free year-round. The program has 3 options, basic, advantage, and premium. Each addresses different needs and budgets and comes with a dedicated technician. Got a pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
This is the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley, for my good friends at Grippo's. Grippo's has been a hometown favorite since 1919 and is the official chip of the Cincinnati Reds. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th generations of the Grippo's family are committed to making the freshest, highest quality potato chips and snack foods you can eat. Grippo's is the original fun food company because they've been having fun satisfying your craving for snack food for over 107 years. So when somebody tells you to get a grip, you know what they mean. Get Grippo's.
Well, the Wolvers Mustard pitching change is complete, and Terry Francona wanted a left-on-left matchup. So he brings in Sam Maul, 34-year-old. This is the 61st game, 62nd game from Maul this year.
Ball comes set of the belt. Here's his pitch to Rafael Devers. And it spins down and away for ball one. Even the bill of the cap, you're talking about the Grateful Dead tie-dye. Even the bill of their helmets and hats, orange and purple tie-dye.
Yeah.
It's an interesting look. They actually unveiled these City Connect uniforms. A 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled off to the left side when the Reds were in town.
You know, if we had an extra day here in San Francisco, I may take you out and get you some tie-dye pullovers.
Okay, do you remember over COVID, everybody was tie-dyeing everything? That was tie-dye became back in fashion for about a month and a half over COVID. 1 ball, 1 strike on Devers. First and third, 2 away. Ball's 1-1 pitch. Check swing, strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Ball through the signs. Now has the one he likes and deals the 1-2 pitch to Devers. Swung on, he lines it to center, in is Friedel, lays out, and he makes the catch. Great play, T.J. Friedel. A headlong diving grab out in center field as he moved to his left. And the Giants will strand him at the corners in the 6th. Still leading it, though, 3-0. San Francisco in front through 6 on the Reds Radio Network.
Primary Plus believes in connecting healthcare for you and your family. With 7 locations throughout the region, they provide a comprehensive range of medical services for the entire family and work to keep healthcare affordable. Primary Plus offers primary care, OBGYN, dental, dermatology, x-ray ultrasound, occupational medicine, on-site pharmacies that offer significant cost savings, and mental health care at Primary Plus Counseling Services, which now has a new expanded office at 910 Kenton Station Drive in Maysville. Primary Plus always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net.
It's important to buckle up your kids.
I know.
Sometimes car seats can be complicated.
I know.
And if your child's in the wrong seat and you get into a crash,
I know.
It could lead to a serious injury.
I know.
So you're 100% sure you have the right car seat for your child's age and size?
I don't know.
Don't think you know. Know you know. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Make sure you have the right car seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Detective T.C. Rice with the Maysville Police Department. There are problems across the state with drug-related overdose deaths. Drug abuse is an epidemic throughout the area. We all need to do our part to combat it. The Good Samaritan statute protects you when reporting a drug overdose. If you are using drugs with someone and they overdose, you can call 911 without fear of prosecution. Don't delay. Call 911 to save a life.
The Shepherd's House Community Tuesday is every Tuesday from 10 o'clock to noon with the Clothing and Sewing Ministry. The free food box pantry is the 3rd Tuesday of every month. For more information, call Pastor Gordon Jones at 301-1921.
Well, a new pitcher on for the Giants as we go to the top of the 7th inning, and it was a pretty nice job by their relief corps so far, which has been one man and one man only. Anthony Molina has come in and given up no runs, 1 hit in 4 1/3 innings. He will give way to a left-hander, a veteran left-hander, Sam Henches. 6'8", 255-pounder. Henches is a big dude, and he fires it in there to the left-handed hitting J.J. Blade, leaves it upstairs, and it's ball 1.
Reds only had 2 base runners against Molina tonight. Leadoff walk that was erased on the double play in the 3rd, and then the bunt single by Hector Rodriguez in the 5th.
Swung on. That's going to be a base hit. Left on left base hit by Blade as he launches it right over the head of the shortstop. So the Reds are trying to get something going here in the 7th inning. And that'll be Tyler Stevenson. Henches this year, 40 games, overall 32 innings pitched. He did not pitch at all last year as he was recovering from left shoulder surgery. So the big lefty delivers and swung on and hit well by Tyler Stevens, and that'll send the center fielder all the way back to the warning track before he hauls it in. And J.J. Blade tags up and gets into second base. That's how deep that fly ball was. But the Giants get the out.
There are many ballparks where you can tag up at first and go to second on a fly ball that doesn't even reach the warning track in right center field.
I mean, unless you're Ellie De La Cruz.
Well, right.
Billy Hamilton. And here is Eugenio Suarez with a runner at second base. Chance to put a run on the board, and it's up and away by Hinches.
Didn't they move the walls in here a little bit?
They did, I think, in left field mainly. Although they could have moved it in a little bit there in that right center field gap.
Yeah.
The big lefty delivers, and Suarez swings and fouls it straight back.
Well, they took the bullpens off the field and moved those out beyond the outfield and right center and left center.
You know why the bullpens were originally on the field?
Well, the rumor that I heard is because they forgot about them.
That's exactly right. At least that's what I heard as well. Pitch is down and in to Suarez. It's 2-1. Giants have 3-0. The Reds have 3 hits. The Giants have 6. The Reds are threatening here in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Got a breaking ball out in front of it a little bit, and it's an even 2-ball, 2-strike count.
At the very least, it makes for a great story.
And now Hinches will have a little bit of time out as the ball has gotten onto the field out there in center field. Not a beach ball. We are not in L.A. Hinches, the 6-foot lefty, now to the belt. Checks the runner, Blade at second base. And here's the 2-2. Swung on, that's a ground ball right to the third baseman. Whitcomb fields and throws it to first base. And he'll get Suarez by a step and a half, and there are 2 down. And Blade stays at second. Boy, the Reds really just unable to get anything going tonight. Now it'll be the chance for Matt McClain. McClain 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly ball, and that one's up and away. And swung on, it's going to be a can of corn to center field. It'll send the center fielder Gilbert back on the way to the warning track, but not deep enough to do any damage, and it is hauled in for the third out of the inning. The Reds get a double or get a single, and they leave a runner at second base. The Giants come to bat. They are up 3-0 over the Reds. Bottom 7 on the Reds Radio Network.
When you hear words like pediatric cancer, inoperable, extremely rare, you may think the story has already been written. But at Cincinnati Children's, we see kids as so much more than their diagnosis. They're playful, snuggly, adventurous. That's why we say yes when others say no, taking on the toughest challenges so every child can live their best possible life. For brighter futures, Cincinnati Children's is the one.
Grader's handcrafted French pot ice cream. Rich, creamy, and dense. Made the hard way, 2.5 gallons at a time. No shortcuts. Ship nationwide at Graders.com. Graders, taste the greatest.
Tommy Throwoff, voice of the Reds here. If your current defense can't handle a lineup of pests, it's time to make a call to the bullpen. Rose Pest Solutions can mow down pests of all kinds year-round with the Rose Home Service Program. Depending on your needs and budget, you can choose from basic, advantage, or premium levels, all of which come with a dedicated technician. The Rose Home Service Program is the ideal way to stay ahead of pest invasions all year long. Pest problem? The Rose Home Service Program is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
There is a land where excitement meets opportunity every day, where happiness and wonder start to feel like home. A place that makes your heart race at every turn, where a good job and a brighter future are just within reach. Some call this a dream. We call it Kentucky. Your next trip could be your next chapter. So pack up and come see us. It's never been easier to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home. Plan your getaway at KentuckyTourism.com.
Bottom of the 7th inning, the Giants up by 3-zip. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in their order. And Sam Maul stays in the ball game and fires an inside pitch off the plate to Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee, a left-handed hitter, hit by a pitch in the first inning. He has had a ground ball and a fly out. Lefty with a wide open stance, holds the bat very high, and a pitch beautifully placed right on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. From the stretch. And here comes Maul. It's swung on. It's a ground ball right over the pitcher's head, and it'll go into center field for a base hit. Maul has a tendency to follow through and really show his back to home plate when he's completely finished with that follow through, and that ball came right back over the middle. He tried to backhand it, but it bounced up around shoulder high and found its way into center field. So the Giants get a leadoff base hit here in the 7th inning. Really can't afford to give Giants much more in this ball game, especially with the way the Reds offense is going. And now Tyler Stevenson is out to probably buy a little time for the Reds bullpen as he is having a long conversation with Sam Maul.
Well, it's probably some about to go over how they want to pitch to Buddy Kennedy, because Maul's going to have to face him. Since Maul came back out for this inning, he's still got to face 2 batters so that he reaches the 3-batter minimum.
Buddy Kennedy is going to be the hitter. They're going to replace Turner Hill, a left-handed hitter, with a right-handed hitting Buddy Kennedy. 28-year-old right-hander. The Giants picked him up from Seattle on August the 2nd. Originally drafted by Arizona. 135 hitter, and Kennedy awaits. Maul delivers a breaking pitch in off the plate, ball 1. Kennedy awaits. Maul checks the runner at first base. He's not going, and a pitch off the outside corner is 2-0. Kennedy is a little bit of a bloodline of baseball. His grandfather was 4-time All-Star Don Money. And here's the 2-0 by Maul, and it's a little bit low, ball 3. You know, the one thing we don't really have a chance to see here is who is warming up in the Reds bullpen. We see activity, but we can't get clear enough views to see who it is. There's a 3-0 right down the middle. That's a strike.
It's T.J. Antone.
Okay.
Looks like it's still Antone, I think, standing on top of the mound out there.
3 balls and a strike. A little bigger lead now by first base by Lee. He's not going, and swung on. That pitch is fouled at the plate. Kennedy is from New Jersey. In fact, he attended the same high school as Mike Trout, Millville High School. And here's the 3-2 by Sam Maul. Swung on, hit well. Center field deep. There goes T.J. Friedel to the warning track. Reaching up, got it. He tracked it the entire way. Didn't quite get to the fence, but it was well deep into the warning track in left center field, and that's the first out of the inning.
Might be the only park in baseball where you want to see the tail of the tape on a flyout. There have been a few of those tonight that they have been crushed and have gone not nowhere, but they just end up as flyouts.
And now the left-handed hitting Drew Cavanaugh. And there goes the runner. Big jump right there. Stevenson tries to throw to second, but it'll be nowhere near in time. On one hop picked by Ellie De La Cruz, but by that time, Jung-Hoo Lee was already on the stand-up part of his stand-up slide. He's got a huge jump on Maul that time. So the Giants with a runner now in scoring position for Cavanaugh. The pitch was a ball. And that's a strike on the inside corner. Fastball at 92 from Maul. Ball checks the runner. Billy playing deep behind the runner right near the bag, and a breaking ball just around the plate for a ball, and Tyler Stevenson wants a challenge.
Catcher's challenge. That's all confirmed. It is a ball.
And that one just a little bit inside. So the Reds will lose one of their challenges on that one. They've got one ABS challenge left, and a rare error by Stevenson on the ABS. 2-1 the count, and it's off the plate, ball 3. Okay, you got to figure if you're a left-handed reliever coming in here to play against the Giants, you're going to be in the ball game. They've got a ton of left-handed hitters, and they load them up when you've got a right-handed starter. Swung on as a ground ball foul down the first baseline. Sam Ball gets a baseball, doesn't like it, throws it away. Ball boy picks it up, and now he's got one he's going to keep. 3-2 to Cavanaugh. Lefty on lefty, and here's the pitch. Ball 4. Left it down and away, not even close to the strike zone that time, and the Giants now have runners at first and second.
Cavanaugh has now been on base all 4 times that he's come to the plate.
That'll be Nate Furman. And I believe that they're going to run up a pinch hitter.
Number 53, Jonah Cox. 53 Cox.
And with a pinch hitter coming up who's a right-hander, that'll be time for Terry Francona to come out of the Reds dugout with a slow walk to the pitcher's mound, and he'll make a pitching change. It'll be a Wolvers mustard pitching change. Put some mustard on it. We'll tell you all about TJ Antone when we come back right after this on the Reds Radio Network.
As the official bank of the Cincinnati Reds, PNC knows that everyone gets excited about different aspects of the game. Some fans love home runs. PNC likes a well-executed sacrifice bunt. Others love a sliding backhand catch. PNC prefers an infield pop-up caught with 2 hands. But everyone loves getting discounts on tickets and merchandise with the Cincinnati Reds PNC Bank Visa debit card, especially Reds fans. Learn more at pnc.com/Reds card. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, N.A. member FDIC. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and used under license.
You know, there are a few things in life you can always count on. Sunsets, potholes, trash trucks in your way when you're running late. And of course, AAA's never-ending reliable roadside assistance. Because for over 100 years, we're always close and we never close. From tows, jumps, or just smoothing out those bumps in the road, we provide 24/7 service so you can have 24/7 peace of mind. AAA, proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds. Be better prepared for life's curveballs.
Hot dogs! Get your bar-ass hot dogs here! Fresh off the grill, mustard, ketchup, relish. Don't let your day go dogless.
Nothing goes with baseball like a hot dog. And nothing goes on your bun like Bar S. America's #1 selling hot dog. And the official 3-2-1 hot dog of the Cincinnati Reds.
Well, the Wolvers mustard pitching change is complete as TJ Antone is ready to go. Antone wearing number 70, 6'4", 225-pounder. Now 32 years old is TJ. This is game number 44 on the year. I bet if you asked TJ Antone if he ever had any idea in spring training that he would be appearing in 44 games this year, coming back after his 3rd Tommy John surgery, the answer would be probably no. But here he is, and he's doing a pretty good job. Runners at first, runner at second, and a swing and a miss by the pinch hitter, Jonah Cox, as he comes up empty on a sweeping breaking ball.
I think what impresses me the most about TJ Antone is how he basically had to work his way all the way back to the big leagues as a completely different pitcher.
Yeah. And here is the 0-1. Breaking ball, a beauty on the corner right there at the knees. And he's got Jonah Cox right where he wants him, way ahead in the count. Cox, 255 hitter, and the pitch is outside. A little teaser off the plate, and he didn't go for it.
It's so much of a reinvention that it would almost be like the equivalent of when you see a position player convert to a pitcher.
Checking the runners, and the pitch is a breaking ball, and he fouls it straight back.
You have to climb back up the ladder. Now, TJ didn't have to do that quite as much to that extent as a position change would have to do that, but still to some extent he did.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, through all that, he had time to pen a book.
That's right.
About the Tommy John surgery and coming back. And there is a breaking ball swing and a miss right there by Cox, and TJ Antone's got a strikeout. That's a key strikeout right there, second out of the inning. And that'll be another right-hander for Antone to be Shea Whitcomb. Well, that little breaking ball of his. Actually, he's got a couple of different breaking balls. That was a smaller break, and there's a bigger breaker right there to Whitcomb, and it's a strike. Nothing Giants. They're threatening to add on right here, and it's a pitch down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike to Shea Whitcomb. They got a base hit from Jung-Hoo Lee. They got a base on balls by Drew Cavanaugh. And with 2 outs now, they're trying to add a little bit to this 3-0 win and the lead, and it's a swing and a miss. So a 1 ball, 2 strike count by Whitcomb. And the pitch by Antone is swung on, a pop-up in the infield. Antone coming over to catch it, but it'll be Sal Stewart calling him off to make that catch in fair territory. Pop-up to the first baseman. The Giants leave a couple of runners after they threaten. They do not score. It is a 3-0 ball game favor the Giants. We're back to Tommy with the play-by-play as we continue on the Reds Radio Network.
Preferred Equipment has been America's #1 name in farm, ranch, and rodeo equipment for over 50 years. Equipment bearing the Preferred name is crafted to make chores faster, safer, and easier for both the cow and the cowboy. Hinton Mills continues to be Kentucky's most trusted Preferred dealer. Stop in at any of Hinton Mills' 6 locations to see Preferred squeeze chutes, palp cages, sweep systems, working alleys, and panels. No one knows Preferred livestock equipment better than the Hinton Mills team and our Preferred certified employees. Hinton Mills, your authorized Preferred dealer.
This is you over 30 years ago.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
And this is your mom now.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Roles change without us noticing. That's why AARP gives you the information to provide even better care for your loved one. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
The Maysville-Mason County Landfill offers roll-off services with 20-yard, 30-yard, and 40-yard containers available, as well as a recycling center and waste tire drop-off. The Maysville-Mason County Landfill is open on Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 3:50 p.m. and Saturday morning from 8 to 11:50. The Maysville-Mason County Landfill is permitted to accept waste from all Buffalo Trace counties, as well as 7 counties in Ohio, including Brown and Adams counties. The Maysville-Mason County Landfill, 7055 Clarkson-Sherman Road.
Are you ready to be a quitter? Freedom from Smoking is a free program that helps you develop a plan of action that leads to your quit day. You'll also get the support you need to remain smoke-free. For more information, call the Buffalo Trace District Health Department today.
It'll be a new pitcher for Tony Vitello and the Giants as we go to the top of the 8th inning. It'll be a right-hander in for only the 7th time in his major league career. 27-year-old Trent Harris, young man that did his college work at UNC Pembroke. That's down in Cary, North Carolina.
His first pitch is in for a strike. 0-1 on Hector Rodriguez. Rodriguez does have a hit tonight. It was a bunt single. Some changes defensively for the Giants. Jonah Cox stays in the game. He's in left field. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. Buddy Kennedy remains in the game. He's at third base, and moving from third base to second base, Shea Whitcomb. Whitcomb over to second. 0-2 on Rodriguez. Harris the kick and pitch. Breaking ball, a little bit low on the outside corner. Reds have done nothing against this Giants bullpen so far, and this is a bullpen that has been struggling. But they've got the job done against the Reds so far. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, the breaking ball, and down on strikes, Hector Rodriguez.
And you're not talking about only tonight. You're referring to last night as well.
Bingo.
I mean, there were 6 relievers last night that came in and got 19 outs for the Giants and basically shut down this Reds offense.
The Reds had only 4 base runners against the Giants bullpen last night that entered the game with 2 outs in the third. The pitch is off the plate outside. Reds only had 3 hits against those Giants relievers last night. The 1-0 to Key Brian Hayes. That's low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Right-hander, a drop step kick, and here comes Harris. Pitch is a strike over the outer half of the fastball to Key Brian Hayes. 2-1. He has been hit well. Pitch down and away. Opponents are hitting .300 against Trent Harris. Right-handers 2 for 7, left-handers 7 for 23. So it's a small sample, but still. Pitching in just his 7th game to 3-1. And it's up to high ball 4. Key Brian Hayes works a walk, and it's not like the Reds are getting destroyed right now. They're only down 3-0, but they need to get some base runners aboard, put a little pressure on these Giants. TJ Friedel hits with a runner at first base and 1 out. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. Harris sets. And the right-hander brings it home. Friedel takes a strike up under his arms, so the count is 0-1 on the left-handed hitting Friedel. Snapped a career-long 0 for 30 with a base hit off Eduardo Rodriguez Friday, 5th inning at Arizona. It was tied for the longest active drought in baseball. Now he watches a fastball miss way too high. It was the longest stretch of his career. Oh for 2 tonight. Hit a sinking line drive that was caught by Furman. Ended up being a double play in the third. The 1-1. Friedel takes low and inside, and now it's 2-ball, 1-strike count. One of the things Terry Francona talked about, he made it the point in his post-game comments last night, and we talked about it a little bit more in the pregame today, was when you get pitchers into the ball game, don't chase them out of the zone. Don't chase them around, as he likes to say. Force them into the zone, make them make a mistake, and then capitalize. The pitch is in there for a called strike.
You said it last night. It's been true forever. I mean, the best way to get back into a ball game is have the other team walk you.
Right. 2 balls, 2 strikes on TJ Friedel.
I imagine a breaking ball coming up right here. It looks like Harris's primary pitch is that curveball to lefties. That's the one that he got Rodriguez to swing on.
Hayes off the bag at first base. Here comes the right-hander's 2-2 pitch to TJ Friedel. Breaking ball and a swing and a miss. There it is, that big hook. Friedel's down on strikes. And now back to the top of the order, Nelly De La Cruz. Check out the all-new, totally redesigned, totally hybrid Toyota RAV4. America's best-selling SUV is more versatile, more capable, and more powerful than ever. Built right here in Kentucky. For all Toyota offers, go to Toyota.com. First pitch to Ellie. Low and inside for ball 1, 1-0. De La Cruz led off the first inning with a double. He's flied out to left and grounded out to the second baseman since. Leadoff double, and the Reds couldn't bring him around. The 1-0. De La Cruz bounces it over the mound, right over second to the shortstop. Koss had him played perfectly. Fields and steps on second, forcing out Hayes. And that ends the Reds' 8th inning. On to the bottom of the 8th. Again, all Giants tonight, 3-0 San Francisco on the Reds Radio Network.
It's time for baseball, and Belterra Casino Resort is just as excited as you are. Celebrate a Cincinnati win with non-stop gaming action, our sportsbook, fabulous restaurants, and a Tom Fazio-designed golf course at Belterra Casino Resort. The game doesn't get much better away from the ballpark. Belterra Casino Resort, Southern Indiana has everything you need for a perfect game. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-994-8448.
Baseball's great and unpredictable. You're down 3. Suddenly, you're up 1. A rain delay turns into the perfect day. You don't get the call.
Rolling on the field is overturned.
Or maybe you do. You can't predict every play. It's like life. You're going to get a few curveballs. At Fisher Investments, we navigate market volatility with strategies for the long term, actively managing our clients' portfolios through the market's ups and downs and guiding them past possible financial missteps to help them stay on track and achieve their long-term goals. Fisher takes a disciplined approach when managing your game plan. As a fiduciary, we always put you first, so you can enjoy the game you love knowing there's an experienced team behind you. Go to FisherInvestments.com to schedule a meeting and put your financial game plan together. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Are you looking for an exciting career with training for part and full-time positions? Crosswell, the area's premier motor coach company, is looking for the right people, and that could be you. Visit gocrosswell.com today for information. Crosswell, the pick of the pros.
Grant McCray leads off the Giants' 8th inning. Christian Koss and Drew Gilbert will follow. First pitch is too far inside for ball 1, and Stevenson thought it was
called the ball. Catch is challenging.
Looked like it was right at the top of the zone on the inside corner. Pretty good pitch. It is a strike.
Pitch is a strike. Cincinnati retains.
So the Reds will hold on to that challenge. And instead of it being 1-0, it's 0-1 on Grant McCray here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Reds are running out of time. Trying to avoid being shut out for the second consecutive day. Ground ball foul first base side.
Handy 3rd out of 4 days.
Yeah. And the Reds have only scored 3 runs in those 4 games. Well, here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fly ball, deep right field. Hector Rodriguez will play it high off the wall. And the throw comes into second, but not in time. McCray into second standing. So Grant McCray has a leadoff double, high off that big wall in right. It would actually be the 3rd time in 5 days.
But yeah, you're right
about that. They did have that 11-run output in Arizona, and then they scored 3 the next day. The Reds haven't scored since the 3rd inning on Sunday.
And you can really count the number of hard-hit balls that the Reds have had, and they're not exactly hitting into bad luck.
Bunted back to the pitcher. Antone bobbled it momentarily, but gathers in time to get the out. So Christian Koss does his job. Sacrifice bunt. Will go to first base.
I didn't really like the Reds' defense on that. That ball was bunted right back to the pitcher. Had Antone fielded that cleanly, he would have turned around and seen that Key Brian Hayes was standing right next to him instead of staying back at home at third base where he should have been.
So the runner moves up to third, infield in now, and the pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Line drive that's caught by Hayes at third. He steps on the bag to double off the runner at third base. So the Reds catch a huge break. A bullet right at Key Brian Hayes, and he makes the catch. Stepping on third, the Reds catch a break, and the Giants come up empty in the 8th inning. We go to the 9th, last chance for the Reds. 3-0, Giants lead it on the Reds Radio Network.
This is Allison, the clinic coordinator with the Buffalo Trace District Health Department, serving both Mason and Robertson counties. We offer a wide variety of services, including immunizations, WIC, tuberculosis testing and screening, and testing and treatment for sexually transmitted infections to better serve our community. Call 606-564-9447 or 606-724-5222 for more information or to make your appointment today.
Did you know that anyone can make a referral to Hospice of Hope? It's true. You don't have to wait for a physician to bring up the conversation. If you or someone you know is struggling with a life-limiting condition, we can have one of our specialized nurses make visits to your home to determine if you would benefit from our services. We often hear from our families. We wish we had called you sooner. Call Hospice of Hope, serving counties in Kentucky and Ohio at 1-800-928-4848.
This is David Irie, president of the David Irie Foundation. I suffered a spinal cord injury playing baseball my senior year of high school. Since then, we created the David Irie Foundation, which raises money for spinal cord injury research and also high school scholarships based on awareness and preventing spinal cord injuries. If you would like to check us out or donate, look us up at DIF35.org or check us out on Facebook at Team Irie. That's Team IERY.
Want to make a difference? Volunteer with the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary. There's dozens of missions in which you can volunteer your time and talent to help the Coast Guard and your community. Go to join.cgaux.org to learn more.
Now the Giants are going to their bullpen for the 9th inning. It'll be Carson Seymour, 6'5" right-hander, 27 years old. He's only in for the 10th time this year.
Sal Stewart at the plate. First pitch to Sal is in the dirt outside for ball one. The Reds haven't scored in 23 innings.
And the Giants have not won back-to-back games in nearly a month.
Late July. Right at the end of July, actually. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Sal. He swings, sends a fly ball deep to right. This is going to have to be played off the wall, but it's over it. Sal drives it out of here to right field. His 99th RBI of the year comes on his 28th home run of the year, and that ends the Reds' scoreless drought. So the home run for Stewart gets the Reds on the board. It's now 3-1 Giants here in the 9th inning.
He's got such tremendous power, you know. One thing I really like about Sal Stewart and his approach is that I always remember that Kevin Mitchell, former San Francisco Giant from way back, always used to say you never want to try to pull a high pitch.
Right.
And that pitch was high, up and out of the zone, and that's where Stewart ran it right out of here opposite field.
J.J. Bleday swings and fouls it back, and you get one over that wall here in right field. The other way, that doesn't happen.
No.
There aren't many that do that. His 12th opposite field home run this year. Most by a Red since 2013. J.J. Bleday wants to challenge
the pitch was called a strike. Batter's challenging.
It was a
I call
strike.
confirmed that it's a strike. Cincinnati has no challenges remaining.
So the Reds are out of challenges now.
You know, it's a common myth among a lot of people thinking that in order to hit home runs, you have to pull the ball.
Right.
It's just not all that simple.
No, it's not. It's not that easy to just strictly pull the ball either.
You're right.
0-2 on J.J. Bleday, and the pitch is down too low.
I would love to pitch against a lineup that did nothing to want to pull the ball.
Right.
I had a way to get those guys out. But it's those guys that sometimes pull the ball and then sometimes go with it the other way. Those are the guys that give the pitchers the most problems.
1 ball, 2 strikes on J.J. Bleday. The 1-2. He rolls one to the second baseman. Sliding backhand pickup by Whitcomb. Pops to his feet, throws in time to get J.J. Bleday for the first out of the ninth inning as we pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network.
Sports 1240 WFTM Maysville, your home for Cincinnati Reds baseball and the best in local, state, and national sports coverage.
Tyler Stevenson hits with nobody on and one out. Chris Welsh, I'm Tommy Thrall. Great to be with you tonight, Oracle Park. 3-1, Giants lead it. Ground ball foul, third base side from Stevenson. No balls, one strike. Here's the 0-1 from Seymour. Leaves the curveball too high. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is a Giants bullpen that's been struggling, so maybe the Reds can take advantage of that right here. The 1-1. And Stevenson watches a slider at the top of the zone on the inside corner for a called strike. Pretty good pitch there from Seymour. Hard pitch to pull the trigger on if you're Stevenson. It's also a difficult pitch to execute. Now the 1-2. Swing the ground ball, rolled foul. Past the Giants' third base dugout. 1-2 and holding here on Tyler Stevenson. Hitless tonight, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Eugenio Suarez will follow, and then Matt McClain. A ball and 2 strikes. Bases empty, 1 out. Sal Stewart's home run, counting for the Reds run. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's way off the plate outside. 2-2 on Tyler Stevenson. Right-hander readies, and the 2-2 in the dirt outside. Well, if you walk Stevenson here, or if he gets aboard, then Suarez comes up next, and he would represent the tying run now.
Yes, he would. He's thinking the same thing, and the Reds on deck circle right now.
3-2 pitch. Swinging, that one's fouled off of his foot. Pitcher went after it pretty aggressively, but it's a foul ball. He was hoping it would stay fair. Count is full, 3-2 on Stevenson. The Seagulls start to migrate into Oracle Park now. They know that this game's about over. Or at least that's what they're thinking.
They're looking for some garlic fries.
3 balls, 2 strikes. The right-hander delivers the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. High bouncer to Kennedy. High throw, but on target enough to Devers to get the out. Now 2 away. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Cincinnati Reds and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Reds. This copyright reminder is provided by Dinsmore, the official legal counsel of the Reds. So now Eugenio Suarez, who swings at a first pitch fastball for strike 1.
Seymour getting it up there pretty good. He may be inexperienced, but he's got a good arm. That last fastball, 98.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. The cutter in the dirt outside. 0-2 now on Suarez. No balls, 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 2 outs. 3-1 Giants in the 9th, and the right-hander's 0-2 pitch on the way. And Suarez takes in the dirt outside. He did not go. Reds are in danger of dropping their 4th straight series. Meanwhile, the Giants are trying to snap a 7-series losing streak. The 1-2. Strike 3. Throws him. Suarez is down on strikes, watching a slider. And that's all. Reds fall 3-1 to the Giants. The Sal Stewart home run, the only run tonight for the Reds. leading off the ninth. And the Giants take this one. Again, final score, San Francisco 3, Reds 1. We're back to wrap it up right after this on the Reds Radio Network.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if you feel.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Think a printer is just a printer? Think again. Today's multifunction printers store sensitive data, connect to your network, and can be a prime target for hackers. At Modern Office Methods, Cincinnati's authorized RICO dealer, they help you secure your devices with advanced encryption and authentication controls. Mom protects your data with automated deletion of stored documents and detects threats in real time with built-in security alerts. Visit momnet.com to secure your print environment today. Modern Office Methods, secure technology for a secure workplace.
Stuck in a dead-end job? Kick your career into high gear through a building trades apprenticeship. Ohio is calling up the next generation of skilled tradespeople across the state. We're hiring electricians, plumber, pipe fitters, iron workers, sheet metal workers, bricklayers, cement masons, boiler makers, roofers, insulators, laborers, elevator constructors, and painters and glazers. Don't miss your shot at big money and full benefits at a construction apprenticeship. Are you ready to build your future? Start your application today at ohioconstructiontrades.com.
Great American Ballpark and Great American Mustard. Some things just belong together. Family owned and Ohio made, Wilbur's Mustard has been a Reds game day favorite since 1905. If you're at the ballpark or watching from home, top off your hot dog, burger, or brat with Wilbur's Mustard.
3-1, Giants over the Reds tonight here at Oracle Park in San Francisco. Let's take a look at the totals for the Giants. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. The Giants stranded 10 for the Reds. A run on 4 hits, 1 error, 4 left on base. Winning pitcher in this game for the Giants is out of their bullpen. It ended up being Anthony Molina, 1-0. Losing pitchers Brady Singer, 5-12. And it's the first save for Carson Seymour. Once again, final score, Giants 3, Reds 1. This game was played in 2 hours and 21 minutes. And there were 27,207 looking on to watch the Reds and Giants tonight in San Francisco. Reds will wrap up the series tomorrow against the Giants. More on that after this on the Reds Radio Network.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, farm, or commercial property, call Craig A. Stanfield Real Estate and Auction Services in Tollsboro. Craig and his team are available to provide you with the service you deserve. Check out their listings at stanfieldproperty.com or call 606-301-3350. That's 606-301-3350. Craig A. Stanfield Real Estate and Auction Services in Tollsboro. Craig A. Stanfield, auctioneer and broker. Equal housing opportunity.
The Kentucky Gateway Museum Center on Sutton Street in downtown Maysville has 4 historic collections in one dynamic place. Home to the KSB Miniatures Collection, an old Pogue experience. Before tomorrow becomes yesterday, we invite you to get the whole story at the Kentucky Gateway Museum Center. Come explore with us. The Kentucky Gateway Museum Center is open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4. Don't forget to like the Kentucky Gateway Museum on Facebook or visit kygmc.org. Call 564-5865.
It's game day, Reds fans, and it's always a winning play at Quality Carpet and Upholstery in Maysville. With over 300 rolls of carpet and 175 rolls of vinyl in stock, you don't wait, you walk out a winner. Carpet starting at just $5.99 per yard. Waterproof laminate from only 75 cents a square foot. Click together, glue down, you name it, we've got it. Visit us at 1516 Forest Avenue or call 564-7956 for a free estimate. Check out our website and Facebook page. Quality Carpet and Upholstery since 1993, where your floor means more.
Microclinic is a free, fun, and team-based program, and yes, I said team, so be sure to bring friends and family to get the tools to live a healthier lifestyle. For more information, please call 606-564-9447.
Three to 1, the final score. more Giants over the Reds tonight here at Oracle Park in San Francisco. The Giants have locked up a series win by taking the first 2 games this series. Reds will try to avoid the sweep tomorrow at the hands of the Giants. Lefty Nick Lodolo starts for the Reds. Lodolo's 3-3 with a 5.04 ERA. Righty Landon Roop starts for the Giants. He's 7-13 with a 4.34 ERA. First pitch is set for 3:45 Cincinnati time. That means we're on the air at 3:15 with the Reds pregame show across the network. That's all we have for you for tonight. Thanks for listening. It's got plenty more, though, coming up on the Reds postgame show next. For Chris Welsh, our on-site engineer, Tanika Burrell, our studio producer, Joe Waddell, I'm Tommy Thrall saying so long from Oracle Park in San Francisco, and we will gladly talk to you again tomorrow afternoon right here on the Reds Radio Network. Good night.
You've been listening to Cincinnati Reds Baseball.
The Reds are on the radio.
Reds Baseball is brought to you by AAA. At home or on the road, we've got you covered. Kroger, fresh for everyone. JTM Food Group, let's create great dishes together. JTM. PNC, the official bank of the Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati Children's, changing the outcome together. Western and Southern Financial Group, life insurance, retirement, and investments. Reds Baseball is also brought to you by
Primary Plus, Maysville Community and Technical College, People's Bank of Kentucky, River Valley Dental, Craig Stanfield, Auctioneer and Real Estate Services, Quality Carpet, and Mills, the Maysville Mason County Landfill, the Buffalo Trace District Health Department, and Hospice of Hope.
The Reds are on the radio.
This is the Reds Radio Network.
Primary Plus believes in connecting healthcare for you and your family. With 7 locations throughout the region, they provide a comprehensive range of medical services for the entire family and work to keep healthcare affordable. Primary Plus offers primary care, OBGYN, dental, dermatology, x-ray ultrasound, occupational medicine, on-site pharmacies that offer significant cost savings, and mental health care at Primary Plus Counseling Services, which now has a new expanded office at 910 Kenton Station Drive in Maysville. Primary Plus always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Are you tired of feeling helpless when it comes to drug abuse in your community? There's something you can do. Help put a stop to drug trafficking and drug abuse in your neighborhood by calling the Buffalo Trace Drug Tip Hotline at 1-866-950-DRUG. Calls are anonymous and messages are given to local law enforcement. 1-866-950-DRUG. This message is brought to you by the Buffalo Trace Agency for Substance Abuse Policy.
Healing happens. If you're a survivor of domestic violence or sexual trauma, we invite you to join our Survivor of Trauma support group. Call Women's Crisis Center at 564-6708 to register. You survived the abuse, you're going to survive the recovery.
We're on the radio.
It's now time for the Cincinnati Children's Postgame Show. Reds Baseball is brought to you in part by Bar S Foods. Quality meats that are just right. From hot dogs and sausage to deli meats and more. Bar S is just right. Your Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Choose one of Wendy's new Biggie deals. For a pretty Biggie deal, gotta be Wendy's. Dean Dorton, one of the largest certified public accounting, business advisory, and technology firms. Cincinnati Children's, changing the outcome together. JTM Food Group, let's create great dishes together. JTM, the postgame show is also brought to you by
Primary Plus, Maysville Community and Technical College, People's Bank of Kentucky, River Valley Dental, Craig Stanfield, Auctioneer and Real Estate Services, Quality Carpet, Hinton Mills, the Maysville Mason County Landfill, the Buffalo Trace District Health Department, and Hospice of Hope.
The Reds are on the radio.
the Reds Radio Network.
For the second night in a row, the Reds lost to the Giants in San Francisco. Final score tonight, 3-1. And this is the Cincinnati Children's postgame show. I'm Dave Armbruster. The Reds' offense was once again stagnant. The only run came in the top of the ninth inning when Sal Stewart led off the inning with his 28th home run of the season. It was also his 99th RBI so far this year. And the Reds only totaled 4 hits on the night. Brady Singer started for Cincinnati. He had allowed 2 runs in the first on a Drew Kavanaugh single. Rafael Devers then homered off Singer in the 5th inning, and Singer's record now stands at 5-12 here in 2026. Coming up, we'll check some scores around Major League Baseball, highlights, of course, from this game. But up first, we check back in with Tommy and Chris. You are listening to the Cincinnati Children's postgame show on the Reds Radio Network.
The Kentucky Health Access Nurturing Development Services, the HANDS program, is a voluntary home visitation program for any new or expectant parent residing in Kentucky. HANDS supports families as they build healthy, safe environments for optimal growth and development of children. Families must be enrolled during pregnancy or before a child is 90 days old. Call 606-564-9447 Crystal Garrison, the Buffalo Trace District Health Department, for questions about the program.
Did you know that anyone can make a referral to Hospice of Hope? It's true. You don't have to wait for a physician to bring up the conversation. If you or someone you know is struggling with a life-limiting condition, we can have one of our specialized nurses make visits to your home to determine if you would benefit from our services. We often hear from our families. We wish we had called you sooner. Call Hospice of Hope, serving counties in Kentucky and Ohio at 1-800-928-4848.
This is David Irie, president of the David Irie Foundation. I suffered a spinal cord injury playing baseball my senior year of high school. Since then, we created the David Irie Foundation, which raises money for spinal cord injury research and also high school scholarships based on awareness and preventing spinal cord injuries. If you would like to check us out or donate, look us up at DIF35.org or check us out on Facebook at Team Irie. That's Team IERY.
Whether it's a natural disaster devastating thousands or a home fire affecting a family, the American Red Cross is there. I'm Jennifer Adrio, CEO of the Kentucky Region Red Cross. Help us as we celebrate 100 years in Kentucky. Contact your local Red Cross today.
You're listening to the Cincinnati Children's Post